up, everybody?
Hey, Giana.
My name's Giana and I'm sure as soon as you hear that name, you're like, were you the star of Lowell High School's 2011 production of Our Town? I was! Yeah! Oh my God, I can't believe you all were there. It's crazy. So, this past Wednesday, I had to leave work early. I had a doctor's appointment. Full disclosure, it was for a pelvic ultrasound. Because my lady curse hasn't come in over 3 months. I know what you're all thinking. Oh my God, twins! Yeah! No, just 4 for 4s. So. Anyways, I had to tell my boss that I was going to have to leave work early. My boss is the kindest, sweetest person you were ever going to meet in the entire world. Aww. She's the best. And so we're just talking about it and everything that's been going on. And she's like, Giana, I'm really glad you're taking care of yourself. This is really important for you to do this. You need to take care of the temple. And I was like, temple? Oh my God, that is super generous. I was thinking more like mini ball, but like, I like what you said better. Let's go with that. So I head to the doctor's, feeling great now because Sue pumped me up. So I get to the doctor's waiting room, I'm ready to go. The rad tech comes out and she's like, Giana? And I'm like, oh, she's adorable. She's smiling. She's like, you ready to go? I'm like, yeah, I am. Let's go. It's going to be a good day. Everybody's pumping me up. Let's get this done. So she brings me into the office and she's like, so now that I have you in here, can you just tell me like what's been going on? Tell me some of your symptoms. And that really caught me off guard. Because I already saw like 3 doctors, so I feel like I've been vetted for this appointment. Like I don't really have to explain to you. I'm like, you know what, just get your photo machine picture, bitch. Just get this going, all right? So it was like, it feels silly to say that it was like, I was nervous about telling her my symptoms, but it was because like I hadn't rehearsed that doctor speech with my mom, so I like wasn't really sure what to say. And like every time me and my mom, like before we go to that doctor's appointment, we practice, and she's like, that's good, that's good. But don't you walk out of there with them telling you it's a virus or some shit, all right? We're getting answers. That's it, done. I'm like, all right. So I finally get some of my symptoms out, and I either looked like an idiot or a liar. I'm not really sure, but it was clearly good enough for her to, you know, continue on. So I finished telling her the symptoms, and she's like, being a girl is hard, huh? Yeah, I'm like, no shit. And so we're like talking about it and stuff. I'm like, yeah, this really sucks because like usually when people have these kind of appointments, it's for a good reason. It's for a reason, a baby. But like for me, like there's no chance I'm getting good news after this. So she's like, that's true. I'm like, what do you mean that's true? Can I get some reassurance here? Bedside manner. Like, what are you talking about? So then she says to me, she goes, well, at least you're not a guy. Because when a guy comes in, they have to get their testicles scanned. I'm like, I still feel like it's worse for the female in this situation. I don't know, I think you're still pulling the short straw, but So she has me undress, waist down, put the cloth on, get in the stirrups and everything. And she's like, if at any point you feel uncomfortable, please let me know. I'm like, oh my God, no, when you feel uncomfortable, you let me know. Oh my God. I'm like, there's a lot going on down there. So like, communication is what's going to get us through this, all right? So then the next question really kind of shook me. And she's like, so do you want me to insert it or should you? And I'm like, what? So I'm like, come again? Like, let's try this again. She's like, what are you more comfortable with? And I was like, what do like people do? It felt like a trick question. I'm like, what do people like usually do here? She's like, I can't tell you that. I'm like, all right. All right. I'm like, based with the information I have here, you went to school for this, and it says rad tech on your badge, so glove up, you're in the game, kid. Let's go get it. So it's you know, she's doing what she has to do. There's a lot of pressure and stuff, and it just feels like it's taking a long time. I mean, not like I would know, but it just felt like it was taking a long time. She's like, I'm having trouble finding one of your ovaries. And I'm like, maybe I should have been the one to put it in. Are you sure you did this right? Like, I don't know. I'm a little concerned. So the appointment's finishing up and stuff, and she's like, here's a towel, make sure you clean yourself up. I'm like, oh, a towel, a gentleman. Thank you so much, fresh towel. So I head out into the waiting room, and my mom's there, obviously, because I'm a giant baby, so she's sitting there waiting for me. So I go up, she's like, what did they say? What's going on? What's happening? And I'm like, I don't know, Mom, they just took like the pictures, like that's it. Did they say anything? What'd she say? I'm like, Mom, like they don't do that at this point. I'm like, I don't know, like, she had trouble finding one of my ovaries. Oh my God! Which one? Oh my God! I'm like, I was not concerned until now. Like, that didn't help. You're supposed to be my sport, but all right. And she's like, well, did she find it? I'm like, shit, I didn't ask that question. I actually have no idea. I really don't know. So we're walking out to the car, and we're just kind of talking about everything that's been going on, all the symptoms and stuff. And like, obviously, when you got something like this going on, you automatically think the worst. Like, So we're walking out to the car. We get in the car, and we're driving home, and I'm like, Mom, like, I don't know, like, at any point, have you, like, thought it was, like, like cancer or anything like that? And she's like, I did think that. I was like, okay. And she's like, but don't worry. The number one symptom is weight loss, and I think you're all set. I'm like, you let him down. That's not fair. Oh my gosh. I was like, that's messed up. But my weight's always been like something for me. It's my one imperfection. I know. It's like my one cross to bear. So it's something I've had my whole life. And like when I think about it, like people who are bigger, usually it's because like they eat when they're hungry and they're always hungry. And I'm like, I've never felt that before, but I imagine it's terrible. But for me, it's different because I'm an emotional eater. So I eat when I'm like sad and depressed, or I eat when I'm like angry and mad, or when I'm like happy and elated, or when I'm just kind of like, yeah. But I actually, I got some results back. So I was texting yesterday. So I was texting my mom and stuff, and I was typing in gyno, and it kept auto-correcting to gyro, and I was like, is this phone weightist or racist? I couldn't tell. That's it. Thank you.